Silencer, which got, I think it was Fogged actually brought up. These are heroes that take longer to come alive to sports, but hold that on. Early skirmish.
Here we go, Bulldog on half health, as is aggressive in a lot of trouble, and he's going to be your first blood. As Bulldog manages to peck away from distance. Akke still giving pursuit with the Venge, doesn't have the stun, and MY will make it. Uses the ultimate. There's going to be the Rock as that's dropped. Xiao Wade in trouble over on the side. In the meantime, Akke being burned down by Aggressive. He'll be able to bring it down. Bulldog, same boat. Loda's going to be brought down as well. And this is a pretty big win for LGD, having sniped the Aegis, now wiping 3 off.
Aggressive got more. It's a 4 for 3. It might be S4-2. Aggressive needs a little more mana. Oh, it's like Aegis for S4. There's no mana for Hex. He's going to hold forward. Actually, back in the, looks like he was going for Aggressive, but Aggressive got out of the path of fire. Absolute madness there. Really good swap to try and save the Lycan. Didn't end up working out of the end, but
LGD, they're going to move across towards the dire side secret.
They have a Hawk on the Akke. Kill here could be big, might lead to a tower.
This should be easy. Yep. Immediately the Sunray to follow. There's going to be TPs coming in, but they're coming into a full team fight. Here we go, MMY is, yeah, there we go. Egg coming in. He's going to be able to fly through. Bulldog burning down very quickly. EGM's down to about half health. In the meantime, maybe trying to flee. Aggressive, looking for safety over in the woods. Loda's going to be able to chase him down.
That micro blocking him in. Aggressive doesn't have a remnant for 3 seconds. Can Loda finish him off? Oh, the ultimate ends. Aggressive might just get away.
Using his last little bit of mana to jump away. That's
4-1-3. Now having the make it work.
Having the Orchid and the Hex to deal with the Ember, maybe shut down the Phoenix.
He's got a BKB though. Can they burst him in time? It's going to be tough. The Warlock comes out. Big commitment. They get the kill. Invoker does go down, and we're not done yet.
I mean, they just blew everything though, and now there's going to be the roar. Loda's about to lose his ult. Akke swaps him out, dies immediately, and Loda's back to his normal form. They pop BKBs, they drop Warlock ult, and there was nobody home except the Invoker.
They really want September. Oh, bad roll. Bulldog into the front lines. He's going to find MMY. Now the Phoenix Egg. Here we go.
Aggressive, trying to hold the line just for a moment. No, they do manage to bring it down, and now Alliance is very low health. Xiao just doesn't have a whole lot to contribute, and one last auto attack secures the kill for S4. Alliance against all odds. Again, the pickoff on the Invoker is such a big deal, but it looked like they were rushing uphill into dark territory with a lot of cooldowns, just not at their disposal. Instead, they now force out the buyback from Phoenix. It's going to be him and Xiao trying to hold tier 3.
Oh, in one fell swoop. No buybacks here on the course. Oh, critical moment. Invoker, Ember Spirit, buying that next item and not having any gas left of the tank for round 2. They're going to lose at least one lane. Or maybe not. Popping the glyph. Heroes are respawning. They're still committing for this one. They really want that melee.
They can't quite get it though. Aggressive come back out. There's going to be the BKB by Loda. Going to try to give chase instead with the Invoker back up. Looks like this could be very bad. There's the Icarus dive. Admiral Bulldog caught from behind by the tornado. And if they're able to bring it down, and they will be.
They have Roar ready, but unfortunately Xiao taking damage.
Despawn timer. Committed to memory. They're going to take the melee racks. It looks like pretty much for free. Tornado helping zone them out a little bit.
They found Loda. It's the Hawk.
Oh man. The Hawk doing work. Enough critters on the map that getting your 2 cents worth out of our winged friends certainly beneficial, and that is actually such a huge deal because, I mean, they're going to end up either forcing him to buy back. Yeah, he's going to have to buy back here. They can't afford to give up 2 sets of racks, LD.
You can see Bulldog throwing TPs on the bottom lane. He's just not really sure what to do, but LGD are in the base. Alliance really don't have much time left. They got to take this fight. Take it now. I think they're waiting out the Aegis here. It's going to expire fairly soon. They commit. The BKB comes out, and now the Rock gets dropped. Here we go.
Rock's down. They're going to try to turn this. Aggressive still has the Aegis. He may just feed it. When is that going to despawn? It's got to be super close. Yeah, it just went away. So now, yep, he's going to be able to get himself back up to full health off of it, and they're going to continue to pursue this out. LGD with 3 down on the side of Alliance. The racks are for the taking. Loda is about to biff it again. That's probably going to be your ball game, LD.
That at that point, it's just like nothing's going Alliance's way. No. 7-8 just wants you end the time, but it didn't work out. LGD, bend but don't break defense. Alliance had options this game as far as how they itemized, but the way they itemized, it was just they have to win on that first push, or at least
force something big out of LGD on the second one. They didn't find the opportunity. Really good high ground defense. I really think they do because they have the tool that we just mentioned, which is the Blink Dagger, but relocate top the roll finish. There's the quaffle.
Big kill as a Doom is shot before he can even Doom. Aggressive has hung out the dry currently as well. The relocate, like you said, making its debut. Aggressive's going to end up dying in the woods. In the meantime, Bat does manage to get a return kill, bringing down F4, but now the chase is on as Bulldog was giving chase to September. Maybe he's right there, and Bulldog might be in a little bit of trouble if he's not real careful. Maybe he's going to come back down to earth in a very precarious situation. Hot LZ for you.
Not done yet.
Makes it a 4 count as Alliance loses only 1, and that immediately turns the tide of this game and gives Alliance not just their biggest lead, but damn near the biggest lead of
unless you get the
very devious smoke game. Coming right up the gut, they're going to grab Xiaowei and roar him down. He's brought down immediately. Sonic Wave is there as well. They're going to get September for free. That cost him very aggressive. Just utterly burst down, and this game has officially hit critical mass if you're an Alliance fan. That was not even remotely contested, and yes, it's a gank, but going with the Shadow Dance, and we'll chase them deep. There's going to be MMY using that Death Ward. It's going to be enough to claim the Aegis. He has zoned them off. S4 there, ready to hit his huge Sonic Wave. Will be doomed and brought down quickly. Now Loda trying to make a run for it. Linkens helps him out a little bit, but he's slowed, and he's going to be melted.
Alliance diving way too far. Loda going behind tier 4 towers, maybe expecting EGM to be able to bail him out with the relocus.
EGM actually eating a fair amount of damage. They're going to be able to bring down one. That's going to be the Phoenix. Now they're going to get the roar off. That's going to be on the MMY. Forstaff gets him safe just for a little while now, maybe trying to lay a trail of fire. Bulldog way overcommitting there, burning himself down and eating the Death Ward. S4 actually got doomed in the midst of all of that. He's going to be cleaned up. It's 3 for 3, an absolute slugfest on both sides. And Aggressive able to catch up with Akke. There's the defuse. Nature's attendance not going to be enough as they're going to chase him down and clean him up. Huge win for LGD.
That's a godlike streak on Akke now. He has been collecting a lot of last hits. That's a ton of gold for the side of LGD, and Loda looking to turn this one around. 2v1, but Slark is king right now. I don't think that they can win a man fight against him. Well, flame break though.
Loda got defused as well as man is down to nil. It's maybe an Aggressive just chopping wood. Are they going to be able to make the little fishman sushi? Let's see.
Okay, here we go. Medical assistance is coming. Close call, low. Oh, man.
LGD now going to give pursuit. Still haven't brought anyone down from Alliance as S4 was able to escape. And now Alliance, nope, doesn't look like
the relocate's coming back. Good save there on a doomed S4. And now they look for the turnaround. The combo's been blown a bit, and Alliance are rushing forward.
September able to Icarus dive away, using the Sunbeam trying to melt things down. And Alliance is actually being forced back. Aggressive is down to about half health. There's going to be the Force Staff after the roll. Oh, the Sonic Wave just missed, but it didn't matter as S4's there with the blink ahead to clean up the kill on the Phantom Lancer. 2 for nil. How deep does Alliance want to go here? Loda. Megas,
and he buys back. This is looking ugly. LGD on their last legs here. It's mega creeps for Alliance, hanging on against the big dogs from Trident LGD, and on the break of forcing that Society game to 3. They're still tier 2 mid. Roshan is up now. Over right now. Otherwise, it might take a little longer, but here we go. Aggressive and deep.
Leading from every orifice, you paint quite a picture, my friend. There's going to be the roar on the maybe. The follow-up is there. Shiva's deployed. BKBs go off on both sides. Deathward's going to be out from MMY. Good damage being done. Sonic Wave's going to be there. September does manage to get the egg off right before he drops. Xiaowei sits scurrying for the fountain. He'll make it back just in time to watch his teammates die. As there is a buyback immediately off of EGM. He's happy to rejoin the fight. S4 is a little bit low, but Aggressive doing what he can, but what he can just ain't enough.
They're holding, but the creeps are killing off tier 4s. There's still objectives being claimed by Alliance here, and the LGD, they recognize it's a noble effort, but they just didn't have the guns to come back from this kind of deficit.
Going to a 10 kills and only 1 for our boys from Sweden. And as you mentioned, man, Aggressive just continuing to fall away.
He's just going to blink away. They can't kill him. Oh, this is ugly. Maybe they can find Xiaowei though. Still doesn't have his own blink. Probably a little jealous of MOI. They are going to die for him. Reality Rift there does get the phase shift off. Then the Hex comes out from the tree line. MOI starts sapping Loda's mana, but not enough for the kill. And they will get the MOI grab as well. Looks like
they got set with the roar behind it as well. Alliance pouring it on, and all of a sudden, looking like they were ready to just wither and die. They spring anew. And now 4-9, not saying it's going to erase everything, but it's a damn good start. They're going to need really excellent initiation.
Blank. I don't think LGD have seen this. A big combo on 3-4 could set the fight up. They've also got a freezing field. There's a sentry down though.
Oh, they got to go soon. Nope, too late. And now they're going to go in. Bulldog caught with just a one-man coil. S4 is going to engage and immediately burst down MMY. Bulldog kept alive by the Glimmer Cape, and he will be relocated away. So they're happy to just give up what they had to give up, which was the Aegis. It's going to be the haunt, actually, onto Akke, and S4's been spotted as well. There's that vision you were talking about, LD. Sep is right there with him. Aggressive, right there as well. This has turned into a disaster, as they will be able to get some damage done. Can they get the Spectre? They got the Aegis. Loda doing what he can, but tough to engage on an Enchantress with 4 points into untouchable, and now aggressive backup off the respawn, trying to do what damage he can, but a lot of damage output coming out of Loda. Xiao 8 is there, and they are able to clean all two up. Hey, how about we make it a full 5-man wipe? 18-7 in the long and drawn-out battle that began in the Roche Pit and ended just shy of the Tier 2 mid for Alliance. That's a full 5-man wipe. They're going to push the tower as well, and this game has broken wide open once again, LD, in favor of LGD. Bulldog with his Blink Dagger ready, as is S4. S4 jumps in. There we go. That's going to be a one-man coil. BKB propped out of it. There's going to be the haunt to follow it up immediately on the EGM. Never had a chance. And it's an absolute cluster of illusions behind the fight. The Radiance Burn is doing its job, though, as LGD forcing Alliance back off their own Tier 3s. Now we're going to turn and fight. There's that Enchantress damage. And boom, impetus from downtown brings Loda down. He's going to be forced to buy back. Axes are there. Hits two. That's going to be the Aegis. Maybe, though, using that Spirit Siphon, and now engaged upon by Loda, uses the Phantasm, wants to get out, get that damage. MMY able to blink himself to safety, and Aggressive able to skirt himself to safety as well. So a costly defense, but an effective one nonetheless for Alliance, as this game is going to continue. But actually MMY has Finger if he wanted to think about using it. Oh, it is! Yes! Yeah, it's a dieback! That's going to be 3 heroes down, 4 counting the dieback for Alliance. They hold, they get 3. Look to break that smoke. Break, Avalanche toss, here we go. And MMY going to be the first to drop. They're going to try to turn this around. The BKBs are going to be going off soon. MMY did manage to make it away with thanks to that Ghost Scepter. Bulldog's right there behind him. There's going to be a coil that catches a couple, but MMY does manage to get the finger off on the S4, but suddenly LGD able to turn this around despite losing MMY. It was a valiant effort from Alliance, but ultimately LGD just too much damage, too much health, too much to handle for the boys from Sweden, and now they're going to go to work on the remaining Tier 3s. This one looks to be in its waning moments. We are seeing a Tier 1 team coalesce before our very eyes. LGD, little reason to have faith in this team coming into the event as far as actual results and performance goes, but you just look at the roster and you're a little hit and miss, but one last smoke hitting well. And here we go, Akke caught. There's going to be the haunt. S4 comes in, giving him the ride as best he can, but maybe just feels immortal at this point. Loda coming right out. There's going to be a roar from Bulldog. Just not going to matter. EGM Hex fingered and Loda killed before he can even sacrifice himself to the god of the pit. GG! Alliance loses the series 1-2. They'll be falling to the lower bracket in the meantime. Use your word, man. Coalesce, LGD, bringing it together and punching their ticket to the winner's bracket final.